So, hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Jonnychipz Weekly. My name is John Lunn, aka Jonnychipz, and in this episode we talk about all things cloud, mainly Azure Cloud, with updates, news from across the community, a little bit about what I've been up to for the last week, and other bits and pieces. So, without further ado, this is episode number 86 on Friday, the 19th of August, 2022. This one's called Come Fly With Me. So yes, hey everybody, thanks again for tuning in. Hope you've had a fantastic week, whatever you've been up to this week. Been out and about this week again, travelling up and down the motorway, various bits and pieces going on at work. So yeah, had a pretty good week, and it's time for the weekend. But yeah, come fly with me. The reason I put that up for the title this week is literally next week I'm going away for 2.5 weeks. Dropping my son off in Canada, which isn't something that you do every day. So a little bit of a poignant moment in my life. Had my birthday this week as well, which was fun. Spent some time with the family. And yeah, Friday, it's my last day for 2.5 weeks. Why wouldn't I be happy? So anyhow, usual format this week. Let's jump on over. Let's do some community callouts. Okay, first up, GPS and Resharp have put together Learn to Cloud. So on Twitter, Learn to Cloud. It's a Git repo full of some awesome content, really, about understanding those basics and those fundamentals of cloud and what might you want to learn in order to move forward. So congratulations, they've just hit 3K stars on GitHub now. And yeah, I mean, if we take a quick look at the repo, we can see we've got a few sections here from zero tech experience, an optional starting point. They talk about Linux and networking fundamentals, programming fundamentals, some cloud platform fundamentals, DevOps fundamentals, cloud security fundamentals. And so they say go to phase one. They literally guide you through everything. And you can see there's hundreds of resources here. So look, this is being added to and tweaked and modified over time as well. So yeah, go and give it a look if you are starting off or you're looking to kind of delve into some of those other fundamentals areas. It's a great repo, great source of information. So thanks to Gwyneth and Richard for putting that together for us. Go and check it out. Oh, it's Learn to Cloud /learn-to-cloud. So yeah, go and search up Learn to Cloud on GitHub and go and give it a follow. Okay, next up, big shout out to Msal. So Msal, fantastic guy across the community. He's been on the Welsh Azure user group. He's doing some awesome stuff, awesome blogging and talks. If you do get the chance to go and see him at one of his talks, he does some really great detailed demonstrations of DevOps and infrastructure as code and some cracking ways of using some of those technologies to your advantage. So just giving a bit of a shout out to his blog. Like I say, he's always releasing some fantastic blog posts, so go and give him a follow over on dev.to. This particular blog article is all about code spaces. But like I say, just go and follow Msal at PWD9000 on Twitter. And yeah, you'll be happy with the content that Msal is putting out there. So huge shout out. Thank you, Msal, and we'll catch up soon. Next up, Carl's given us that reminder of .NET Southwest due on the 7th of September. So they got Chris Reddington on to talk about GitHub, GitHub Actions in particular, and how we can use GitHub Actions to deploy resources into the Azure platform. So bookmark the date, .NET Southwest on Twitter, 7th of September. Go and see Chris Reddington talking all things GitHub Actions. Going to be a great talk. So go and check that out. Go and give him a follow. Like I say, if you follow Carl Cod_ES on Twitter, you'll see the link there, the meetup link. Go and get yourselves RSVP to that. Next up, Patch My PC are giving us this reminder that the cloud community, the cloud management community, I should say, are hosting an Ask Me Anything session all around Windows Autopilot. So go and get yourselves registered. That's going to be on next week, 23rd of August, which is Tuesday. They're going to have 8 industry experts, including 5 MVPs on there to really ask you anything. They're teaming up with the awesome Intune.training peeps from over the pond. Yeah, it's going to be a great opportunity to kind of put your questions to a whole heap of professionals there on autopilot. So it's really one not to be missed if you are considering it. You're learning it. You're looking to deploy it for your organization. Go and check that out. So yes, thanks for a reminder. Patch my PC. And yeah, look forward to that. I think I'll be on a plane at this point in time, or I would have landed, one or the other. Anyway, go and check that out. Big shout out to the cloud management community. And final shout out, can you believe it? We're a couple of days away before the big opening of the call for speakers. So look, if you are looking to speak at this year's Festive Tech Calendar event, which is, well, I mean, it shouldn't really need any introduction. Every December, every day in December, there will be community content put out there. If you want to take part, go and follow the _cloud family on Twitter and look out for that announcement. This was put out a few days ago, so I'm suspecting this weekend, Monday, we'll have that call for speakers being released. So really exciting time of the year, really good fun. It's that whole festive feeling as well. So anything technical, I believe last year the guys opened it up right across the tech stack, so there was no real. I think it used to be focused on Azure, but the last year or so has been pretty much open. Doesn't have to be technical. It can be a fun interactive session, a quiz, whatever it is that you want to get involved with and do. Hit the guys up, submit a session, and like I say, look out for that going out in a few days' time. So yeah, looking forward to that. Anyhow, that's our community call-outs for this week. Okay, so let's quickly talk about the Welsh Azure user group. We had our meetup this week, so let's just go and take a look at that. Yes, so for those of you that couldn't attend, the meetup happened this Wednesday. Rolf and Dee both came on and smashed it out the park with some awesome talks. Dee talked us all through Azure AD, looking at B2B and B2C, when you might want to apply things, what kind of customization can you have on that authentication and that self-registration for users to access your resources, your websites, whatever it might be, your applications. So yeah, really talked in a great deal of detail. So one of the most detailed talks on the subject I've certainly seen. So if you're interested, the video's up on the YouTubes in the playlist below. Go and check that out. And after Dee's talk, we had Rolf on to talk all about Azure Chaos Studio. So it's in preview at the moment, and took us through the concept of chaos engineering, that element of you've got an application that's up and running on a cloud platform, wherever it may be. You want to know how that's going to react in the event of an issue, some jitter, some latency, some outage. Talks us through in a great detail around Azure Chaos Studio. So that happened this week. It was good fun. It was a lot of good fun. Like I say, we had Dee talking about Entra and, something new. Go and check that out. We'll talk about verified IDs. Really interesting and cool concept that is potentially there now with Microsoft Entra. Go and check out the video and take a look at that. There we go. There's Rolf talking to us about from Chaos to Optimum, Azure Chaos Studio. Really good fun, really great interaction from everybody. So yeah, huge thanks for everybody that turned up there. As usual, if you missed the session, the videos are all in the playlist below. Go and check them out. The next Welsh Azure user group session is going to be, I believe, on the 21st of September. Now, I'm going away for a couple of weeks. I've not managed to organise anything yet. We were hoping that it would be a hybrid event, but unless we can get that sorted out over the next week or so, I suspect it might be another virtual event. But anyway, yeah, stay tuned. I'll get that up. It'll probably be a little bit quiet for the next 2 weeks while I'm away, but we'll get that organised just as soon as I'm back. And yeah, get it up, and we hopefully will see you at that event on the 21st of September. So bookmark the date now, and we'll see you then. There we go. Okay, that was a Welsh Shore user group news for this week. Yeah, let's just head on over. Like I say, there's been a few things going on for me this week. Yeah, let's do on the side. So first up, it was my birthday this week. Had a fun time with the family on Monday. We took a day trip out to Kew Gardens. Never been to Kew Gardens before, so an interesting place. You know, quite a lot of acreage of open ground for wandering around, perusal. Lots of trees, quite a few thousand trees. Saw those. Interesting concepts with the greenhouses there. You know, saw the water lilies with the red sides and the cactus garden. It was quite an interesting trip. You know, obviously. Main reason I took my dad down there, he'd been wanting to go down for a while, so we got him a ticket for that for Christmas, and we used that up and kind of combined my birthday trip with the kids and my wife as well. So yeah, had a nice little trip around Kew Gardens. Worth a visit if you're there for a relaxing time. Take a picnic with you, have a mosey around. It was hot. The sun was out on Monday, so took it out of me a little bit, but it was good fun all the same. What else? So yeah, yesterday actually took a trip down to Thames Valley Park and kind of got involved with the recording of a Tech Day event that will be happening on the 20th of September. So bookmark that date. 20th of September, I did a recording yesterday with April Edwards all around putting the ops into DevOps, and we've got Barbara Forbes coming on, and we've got Esther Bartel coming on, and the kind of between the four of us, we're describing a little bit of an end-to-end play on, you know, how can we use DevOps from an operational point of view, and what kind of things can we look out for? How do we get involved and start learning some of these concepts? So, super fun session, really interesting to be in a proper studio, maybe. So there we go. You can see me in April there, just saying hello. Had a bit of a session on camera in terms of taking us through. Putting the ops into DevOps. It's really good fun. So yeah, huge shout out to Adam and the team, Sarah, for kind of getting me involved, and April, of course, for kind of inviting me down to take part of that. Really good fun. Okay, so onwards with what's going on. It is Friday, so first off, we've got episode 8 tonight going out live streaming from 5 p.m. BST on the When Dev Meets Ops show. We're really getting into the weeds now. There's some great information coming out of this. I forget the whole components. Go and check out the Git repo. Go on RSVP. We're really getting into it now in terms of the microservices based solution. We're really exploring some really cool areas. So come and join us tonight if you're interested. Like I say, 5 p.m. BST. RSVP. If you follow me, you'll see the link there. Get yourselves RSVPs, and yeah, looking forward to that tonight. But like I say, it's Friday, so firstly, thank you to my guests on In Conversation with last week. So Mariam Riaz, great conversation, really enjoyable chat with Mariam, talking all things, cloud solutions architect. That if you work for a telco, as it happens, Mariam used to work for Vodafone, I work for BT. We had a good chat around telcos becoming and transitioning into this tech arena and tech space now, and all the changes that involves and what that means, cultural changes and the like. So really interesting chat. If you're interested, go and check it out in the playlist below. So yeah, big shout out. Thanks for being an awesome guest, Mariam. Really enjoyed that one. But it is Friday, so we've got another episode coming out tonight. And it's with none other than Robin Smorenberg. So Robin, another great guy across the community, streaming clouds, working with Kevin Evans on that project. Over in the Netherlands, another great chat. Really goes into a lot of detail in this one around about kind of how we get started and where do we turn to. A little bit like in line with Learn to Cloud, what the fundamental concepts that we need to know if we want to move and work into the cloud arena. So great chat with Robin. Come and join us tonight, 6:30 p.m. So it'll be after the live stream tonight, 6:30 p.m. BST over on my YouTube channel, this channel essentially, unless you're watching it on Twitch. No, you won't be. You'll be watching this on YouTube. And you may have noticed on that note that there's been a little bit of a change up in how I broadcast. I'm just going to stick to YouTube from now on. I think I'm going to get rid of all the other platforms purely because it's it just means that we've got to schedule events, and I don't have access to the platform anymore. So yeah, I'm going to stick to YouTube. So hopefully this still continues to get out to the relevant audience. If it doesn't, apologies. Hopefully you find me at some point. yeah, drop us some comments. Let us know how you feel about that and what's going on in your world. But anyway, that's it. That's it on the side this week. There's only one final thing to say, but yeah, for those of you that are kind of been following me, I'm sending my son out to Canada to take part in a hockey academy. Quite a big move for me and my family. So it's quite a, like I say, a poignant moment in my life. Letting go of your 16-year-old son to go and follow his dreams to play ice hockey over in Canada. It's every young ice hockey player's dream if you're over in the UK. So I'll be leaving on Tuesday to take him out there. So really looking forward to going and visiting some parts of Toronto. But yeah, there's going to be an emotional week, no doubt. Well, week and a half or so. So yeah, just that's what I've got going on. Hence, come fly with me. I'll be leaving on Tuesday. Don't know what I'm going to do next week yet. I might have to skip next Friday's videos, but we'll see. We'll see. Episode 86. See if I can do 87 on the road from Toronto, eh? But we shall see. We'll see what's going down. So anyhow, that's on the side for this week. Okie dokie. So, yeah, I guess without further ado, there's been a lot of updates this week. So I think I'm just going to get straight into it, and we'll go and do the Azure news and updates. And hello there. Welcome to the Azure news and updates. Yep. Like I say, let's just jump straight in. We've got a whole heap of news and updates to get through for this week. So lots been going on, starting off with Azure is now available from a new region in Qatar. So the newest data center region in Qatar includes availability zones, and that is now generally available. Public preview of Microsoft Devbox is out there as of this week. So maximize dev productivity with ready-to-code self-service Devboxes. Go and check those out. Generally available, Azure Red Hat OpenShift is available in new regions, including West Central US, Australia Central, and Sweden's Central. Dapper Release 1.8 support in Azure Container Apps. So if you are using Azure Container Apps and using that sidecar Dapper model, that's now available 1.8. GA Azure Monitor Logs data export supports application insights tables, which is pretty cool. So now you can configure data export rules in Azure Monitor Logs and export data for app insights tables, storage accounts, and event hubs. So when you link those multiple application insights components to a workspace, the data export applies to all data coming from all those linked applications. So that's GA. Cool to see. Another GA announcement, Azure API management support for Msal in the developer portal. So if you are using that authentication or authorization library, it's now available to you to use, which is cool. API management, again, extended support for Azure policy definitions. So it now supports 11 new Azure policy definitions, which of course helps improve that security posture and reduces the need for any development around custom policies. Public preview, automated deployments in AKS. So it simplifies that process of setting up a GitHub action and creating an automated workflow for your code releases into AKS. So once you've got that connected, every new commit into your Git repo will kick off the workflow, resulting basically in your application getting updated. Another public preview announcement, Blob CSI support in AKS. So yeah, Azure offers this unique capability of mounting blob storage as a file system to a Kubernetes pod or application using blob fuse or NFS3 options. This allows you to use blob storage with a number of stateful Kubernetes applications, naming a few. So this new preview feature of Azure Blob CSI is the driver. It's a managed add-on for AKS with a few built-in storage classes for NFS and blob fuse. So reduce that operational overhead of use it and maximize the time to value. Cool to see. Another GA announcement, key management system integration with AKS. So this has gone generally available. It enables encryption at rest of your Kubernetes data in etcd using Azure Key Vault. So it means that you can now store secrets and bring your own key encrypted etcd using KMS. Cool to see. That's GA. Next up, Azure dedicated host support. So it supports physical servers. It's able to host one or more virtual machines dedicated to one Azure subscription. Dedicated hosts are the same as physical servers used in typical data centers, and they're provided as a resource. So that is now available. Kubernetes 1.24 is available, supported in Azure, in AKS rather. Public preview, lots of AKS updates here by the looks of things. AKS Devx extension for Visual Studio Code is in public preview, so it'll enhance your day-to-day life as a developer on AKS and is focused on non-cluster developer experiences. The first feature to be added to the Devx extension is a draft, so allowing you to create doc files, deployment files, and GitHub actions easily through Visual Studio Code. So yeah, I might go and check that out. Actually, I've heard a little bit about draft recently, so that's cool to see it's out in public preview, so go and check that out. GA, Azure Monitor Container Insights Agent has been renamed. So obviously Azure Monitor Agent is something that's been released. So the actual agent for the Container Insights is going to be renamed from OMS Agent to Azure Monitor Agent. So current OMS Agent, basically it's got legacy name from the OMS product set and doesn't really reflect the branding of Azure Monitor. So Azure Monitor Agent is the new name, and it's been that for a while for other bits and pieces. So there. Public preview, Azure Monitor Basic, Logs, Archive, Restore, and Search Jobs. Okay. Public preview, use managed identity-based authentication to enable Azure Monitor Container Insights. Superb. More public preview app configuration, geo-replication support. We've got backup data with S3 compatible storage for Arc-enabled SQL MI. MI. It's of course managed instance. So it now supports that S3 compatible object storage as a backup. Okay, cool. Nice to see. Generally available reserved instance pricing for Azure Cache for Redis Enterprise. GA server logs for Azure Database for MySQL Flexible Server. Another public preview, Azure Database for PostgreSQL. Azure Machine Learning public preview updates. You've got AutoML code generation is now available for 10 AutoML tasks across tabular, images, and text data. This feature makes AutoML a transparent solution by allowing you to select any AutoML train model and generate the Python training code to explore, customize, and retrain before deploying. And you've got some updates to AutoML in pipelines, allows us to utilize the full power of AutoML in our MLOps process. So you can prep data, funnel it into AutoML, register the best, the resulting best model, and set up an endpoint for scoring all within a single pipeline. Superb. And more GA announcements, hierarchical forecasting for Azure Machine Learning. There's some generally available updates for Azure SQL. What have we got? Setup Windows authentication for Azure SQL Managed Instance using Azure Active Directory and Kerberos. Interesting. Public preview, Microsoft Azure Load Testing supports private endpoint testing. Generally available user-defined routes support for private endpoints. So UDRs support private endpoints is now gone GA. So this feature enhancement will remove the need to create /32 address prefixes when defining custom routes. You'll have the ability to use the wider address prefix in the user-defined route tables for traffic destined to private endpoints by way of a network virtual appliance, an NVA. So in order to leverage this feature, you need to set a specific subnet level property called private endpoint network policies to enable on the subnet containing private endpoint resources. That's going to be enabled on that subnet if you want to use that. It's available in quite a few regions. Let's have a look, including UK South and UK West, which is great to see. And there's a few links there to some tutorials and how-to articles. So that's cool to see. UDR is now supporting private endpoint. Okay, another GA announcement, network security group support for private endpoints. Some, great updates there. So NSGs now support private endpoints. That's gone GA as I knock my glasses off my face. Again, using that subnet property, private endpoint network policy that you need to enable there and dive in. So go and check those out. See if you can get those up and running in your org. And finally, GA Jetstream DR for AVS supports Azure NetApp files data stores. So there we go. Fantastic. Lots of updates this week. Some great things going on in the world of Azure. Thanks for tuning in. That's been our Azure news and updates for this week. Okay, so there we go. We've reached the end of the show. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Drop us a like, a comment. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell notification next time I go live with more content. As I mentioned earlier, I'm removing the streaming element of this show. This will just be out on YouTube from this moment onwards, unless something changes. But for now, thanks for tuning in. Hope you have a fantastic weekend and a great week in work next week. We'll see if I'm back on air next Friday. If not, I'll have a week off and we'll catch up the following week. But for now, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.